So, I wanted to talk about friendship and friends. And if you're like me, boy, when that discard happens, if your narcissist is a big part of your social network, chances are you've lost a lot of what you considered were friends. Well, let me tell you about these friends. If your friends were part of a network that your narcissist, when I say narcissist, I mean somebody with problematic behavior. We'll call them narcs for short. But if that narc was the one that set up your friend network, then a lot of times when the relationship ends or the discard happens or you break up with the narc, a lot of times it's a discard though, you will lose those friends, okay? But let me tell you something, those friendships that you had were not real. And the other thing that I want to say is that a lot of childhood friends that we've had since we were children, because we are the way we are empaths, we do tend to attract these people with these narcissistic traits. So what'll happen is, because you're the one changing in the relationship and you're getting healthier and you're recognizing that I can't live this way anymore, you are going to repel those people around you that you thought were your friends. They will be childhood friends, lifelong friends. And you may think it's sad, but it's actually very healthy for you. It's healthy for you to get rid of those friends. And again, the way you get rid of them is you will repel them by asserting your boundaries. Basically saying, I'm not going to take that. Setting up your own internal boundaries of what you will and won't tolerate. That's one thing that Melanie Tanya Evans talks about, is that the narcissist kind of brings out the best in us, right? I mean, if we were going to live a normal life, we wouldn't have all this growth and development. There wouldn't be any reason to do it. But because of the pain and everything we went through, it does give us a reason to develop and change. Because we are the one changing in a relationship with a static person, a person who isn't changing, the person that's putting pressure on the relationship is going to be the one that's changing, and that would be you. So actually, you're the one causing the breakup in a lot of your friendships, and you might not even know it. But it's okay. It's okay to disengage with a friend that isn't supportive, or realize that they just pretty much used you for what they could get out of it. Friendship should be a two-way street. Friendship should be supporting somebody when they're down on their luck, or when their chips are down. Not necessarily financially, but emotionally. I lost a lot of friends, people that I thought were friends, after we broke up. And I only had just a handful of people that really supported me. And I've met a lot of new friends online. Friends like people that are watching here now. I met a lot of friends online, and you know what? These people online, they get you, right? And that's what real friendship is. And the friendship, again, doesn't have to be a lifelong friendship. It can be a temporary friendship, but you'll always you can heal faster, I think, with people that don't have a preconceived idea of you and try to hold you back. So pretty much everybody online in this group doesn't know what we were like. I mean, some of the people that have been on here a year, we can see the changes. People can see changes in me. I can see changes in some of the admin. I can see changes in some of the group members. And this other group that Dana had, a lot of the group members have gone on to happy relationships. They've healed, they've gotten better. And you will get better if you just stay no contact. That's the most key thing. And I'm trying to think of what else. Let me read what you got here. Okay. Hi, Georgie. Lorna says, what you're saying is so true. I had to give up my friends of years because we grew apart, because of me growing. That's right. When you're the one changing, it's your fault. But again, it's okay. It's the relationship. The relationship wasn't meant to be. If it was meant to be, it would still be intact. And have you ever tried to keep a friend relationship when you're getting healthier, it just doesn't work. It's like you think, I can't go back there. This is not how I am now. I'm not the same person. I want to let people know in here that 2 years ago, you could barely get me out of bed. I mean, I was just so down, so just beaten up. Couldn't talk to you, couldn't do this, couldn't put a picture up on the wall because I was afraid I'd put a hole in the wrong place in the wall, So, anybody have any comments out there about friendships? Do people still have all of their friends that they had before a narc discard? And remember too that the narc is planting seeds. They're planting seeds of doubt for the smear campaign. They're going around, and they do it so covertly. A lot of the coverts do. They do it so subtly that you won't even know they've already pre-planned this. But they'll do it out of concern. They'll make it look like they're concerned about you. Oh, I'm kind of worried about Karen. She's been really acting weird lately and just very sad and depressed, and I'm just worried about him. That was my ex's thing with me. She was concerned about my depression, very concerned, and she was telling everybody around her about it, all our friends. Georgie says, I feel if I ever met my ex friend again, it would be different because I'm not the same person. That's right. And a real friend is going to accept the new you. They're going to welcome that new person. They're going to ask you how you're doing and really mean it. You really want to know. So, yes, I'm alive again. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do in a day. I'm just kind of experimenting right now to see kind of how this is going to work. And with me driving, it's probably a little dangerous. But I've multitasked before, so yeah, I'd be dead if I wasn't driving. If I was driving and then I'm dead on the feed, then yeah, don't be concerned though. I've got this. So we're talking about friendships. So here's another question. Was your narc a friend of yours before you met them, or did it become a whirlwind romance right off the bat? And then you were told over and over again we're soulmates, and then this person became your friend just by the fact of they spoke it into existence and they were there 24/7. That happens too. Lexi says, I lost my friends because of the lies. They believed him and only knew him 5 years, and they knew you 49 years. Yes, the narcs, because of their sense of survival, their whole sense of being depends on the lie, the illusion that they're the good ones and you're the bad ones. You're the bad one. They are going to do that. They will tear wedges with your friendships, because remember, they not only know your weaknesses, but chances are they've penetrated into your circle of friends, and so now they take advantage of the relationships that you already have, that you've built over these 40-some years, right? And so they actually steal your friends and paint a new picture of you, and they do it in so many subtle ways, and just give so many little clues. They do this thing where, and my ex was really good at this. She would give you enough information, not tell you a lie, but give you enough information where you would assumptively assume what the answer is. So let me think of something just off the top of my head. So if I said to you, gee, I could really use a sandwich, and then later I told you I ate, you would assume, because the last time you talked to me before that, I had said I could really use a sandwich, you would assume that I probably went out and ate a sandwich. Or if you asked me, oh, did you end up eating a sandwich? And I'd say, yes, I ate. If I say, yes, I ate, you're going to assume that because earlier I said I was hungry for a sandwich, and you asked me, oh, did you eat a sandwich? And I said, yes, I ate. You would assume that I ate a sandwich. Well, with a narc, that's not necessarily true. What if I ate some yogurt, and I didn't eat a sandwich. You see how that works? Hey, I think I'm gonna go get a sandwich later. Oh, okay, great. Hey, did you end up eating a sandwich? Yeah, I ended up eating. See how that works? Oh man, she was the queen of that, and she would do it. My point was, she would do it around our friends too, and the people that she knew, and make things look a certain way. They are magic at it. They are good at it. They have, one of the YouTubers calls it magic thinking, where they can think and make things come into existence. You know, they do have that illusion, right? They create the illusion. Now, I know we've talked about this before, but there's a great video that I saw yesterday from ASSC Direct that talked about how the narcissist feels all the time and why they can't lose. If you haven't seen that video, it's on my Facebook page, but it's also on the group page. Why a Narcissist Can't Lose, I think it's the title of it. But it's a great example because it talks about how a narcissist feels they can never have that shame. You know, you have to watch the video. It's the best. But what he uses is he uses this example where, and you watch the video. I'm probably not going to give it the best analogy, but he uses this thing where, say you're working for a company and they're telling you you're going to get a raise. Yeah, you're doing great. We're going to give you a raise, and it's a big raise, right? And it's going to be a month from now. So say, you know, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get this big raise. So you start going out and looking at new cars, maybe even look at a new neighborhood because, man, this is going to be a big raise, you know, or maybe you're going to get that swimming pool you wanted if you go in the house. So you're making all these plans, right? And you're telling people, other people, yeah, man, I'm, you know, work's going to give me this raise. Everything's going great. And so what this guy explains on the YouTube video is that what happens is, say, well, you know, at work they say, yeah, you know, that raise isn't going to work out. We changed, there's something going wrong with the budget, and I'm sorry, it's just not going to work out. But we'll keep you on at the same you had. So to a narcissist, that's like death. That's like the worst thing that can happen to them. For us, it's just like, man, it's disappointing and kind of embarrassed, you know. Well, I put my cart before the horse, you know. But for them, that's how. And what this guy explained is that's how they lie. That's why they have to lie all the time. That's why lying takes precedence over the truth, so that they don't have to get to that point where they're let down. They don't want to be let down. That's why they manipulate people. They don't want to be at that point where they're disappointed, they're let down, because to them it's not disappointment, it's devastation. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I'm driving. It is dangerous. I'm trying to make up some rationalization or some justification like my narcissist would about, you know, if she was doing something bad, she'd always have an excuse for it. But you know what? I don't have an excuse for it. Yeah, I do. I'm pressed for time, and so but I wanted to get a video out. But I'll be careful, okay? I'll be really careful. I'm watching the road too. So, yeah, the only thing I'm not going to do is read the comments, because then I take my eyes off the road. This I can still watch the road and watch you too. It looks like I'm looking at you, but yeah. So the friendships. This is what this video is about, and I'm about to end this here. I'm going to get off at my stop. I'm going to have to put a little more concentration in. You know, I wish we had those Google cars already on the road now. You know, Google's got they're testing these cars that drive themselves. You just basically get in it and you don't have to do anything except tell it where you want to go. I wish we were there now, because then I could do these all day, but yeah, I got to pay attention here a little bit. So thanks guys, and we'll talk to you later. Love you.